streams funny moments.
That's the strat.
Yeah, just don't ever have to make a new title in it. It's like even if it's not funny, like meant to be funny, if there is funny moments in it, then boom, title makes sense.
Exactly.
I'm putting another dip in. I'm having too good of ideas right now. I also just started a brand new stream because my other one just disconnected. Because my internet lagged out again for the third time. Usually it doesn't do that. It's like it lags out one time after 30 minutes of me streaming, and then I can just get back on, and it'll be fine for the rest of the night. But this time, no sir, no sir, dude. Monday, I put a dip in like really early in the morning. Usually I don't ever dip early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And my stomach was already fucked up. I put that dip in, dude. Just it. I had it in for like 5 minutes. Fucking threw up
Mm-hmm.
everywhere at work.
Oof.
It's crazy. And it was nothing but bile because I hadn't really eaten in 3 fucking days.
Oh, I know how that feels. I hate puking bile. That be happening to me at drill because I be forgetting to eat breakfast before I go to drill because like I don't like eating breakfast when I wake up at fucking 5:30 in the morning. So we be having the worst workout of our life, and then I just puke, and then I'm just sitting there puking bile for like a solid minute.
Mm.
It's so nasty.
Mm. You want to know another thing I did while I was high last night?
Hmm.
Took a big chunky swig of my fucking dip spit.
Oh,
Mm.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, we ain't got no healers on our team. That makes me sad.
Yeah, I definitely just tried to put my bottle cap lid on my dip can.
Ew. I think dip is just gross to me.
It's it's the only way to do tobacco without having any sort of smell associated with it. Unless it's mint, then obviously your breath smells kind of dip. It's like if it's basically like if you just sprayed mint stuff on shit. That's what your breath smells like whenever you dip.
Yeah, I guess. I just think it's gross. I just think the byproduct is gross.
Oh,
Cigarettes aren't any better.
I think that cigarettes are probably, as far as mess goes, that's the cleanest way to do it aside from vaping.
Yeah, that's why I vape.
Plus, your jaw doesn't fall off if you vape.
Exactly.
Everybody's like,
I
"You're gonna
just
get jaw cancer, dude."
I don't like the taste of tobacco at all.
I don't. You don't really taste tobacco with, especially not with mine. But dude, mine is such a cheap can of dip, and it's so good. Like if you buy a cheap can of dip, usually you'll get like stems and shit in it. But I don't get any
Mm-hmm.
stems in mine. It's usually pretty good. The first can I got had basically a whole fucking tobacco leaf in that motherfucker. But it's really not bad. In a lot of like facilities, they won't stop you from dipping, but they'll stop you from smoking, like plants because of the open
Mm-hmm.
flame. If you have it work at a natural gas plant, like no dip, no open flame whatsoever, because it could just be in the air. Like they could have a leak and not know about it, and you fucking light up a cigarette and blow us all up.
That wouldn't be good. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I can see where that would be a problem.
Whenever we find this motherfucker's ashes, he's fired.
Yeah. Make sure to put a dunce cap on his urn.
This motherfucker lit a cigarette in a natural gas plant. What? Motherfucker dumb as hell, bruh.
Bro, we ain't got no healers on our team.
I work
what
in
the
a
fuck?
I work in a chemicals plant that makes fertilizer, but the fertilizer is incredibly explosive whenever you mix it with diesel. It was used in the Oklahoma City bombing.
The more you know, shit.
Yeah, and you know, it was actually the plant that I work at that supplied that prill because we're we're the only one close to Oklahoma that ships to Oklahoma. So, and what they used to do was they would sell scrap. It's like dirty product or products that's fallen on the ground. They just pick it up and they go put it in this warehouse or whatever. And trucks would come in and they'd buy it from them to go sell it for more money. So anybody could just come in and, like, it wasn't regulated at all. Anybody could just come in and get a bunch of scrap material and just go sell it or do whatever they wanted with it. And one guy came in, bought some, fucking brought it onto a main highway or whatever, main street, and just fucking blew it all up.
I never even heard of the Oklahoma bombing, so.
Oh, it was bad. The product, so they have big ass fucking, like 2 gigantic domes full to the brim with this shit. And it only takes about 500 pounds or something like that to create a serious explosion. But we have like multiple hundreds of tons in these domes. So if that motherfucker blew up, you could kiss Arkansas goodbye.
Don't give me any ideas now.
Just don't blow it up.
I'm getting tired of them of that Arkansas state.
Let's just fucking remove it from the map.
Let's just remove Arkansas. What's it good for?
Meth.
As far as I'm aware, it's only good for making explosions. It'll die as it lived.
I'm buying Holland's truck whenever I go home again.
You told me that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got
That's pretty cool.
I got the cash sitting right in front of me. $600, baby.
I wish.
Yeah. Not working overtime at work has been killing me, dude. I almost didn't have enough money to pay my fucking bills after pulling this cash out for the truck.
That's how you were making so much money whenever you started, was all the overtime?
Yeah. I was working like 50 to 70 hours a week pretty much. But really...
Damn, bitch, how long do you get your ult for?
Huh?
I ain't talking to you. I was talking to my game.
But I would work. I mean, sometimes one week I worked like 80 something hours because we worked for 23 hours straight.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of hours.
Yeah, this job is fucking crazy. It's technically illegal for some, like, performance policy is you work 16 hours straight and then you have to go home and take like it's either a 4-hour or 8-hour break in between shifts. I think it's 8 hours. And then you can come back in, or you can do it or you can break it up into 2 hours in between 4 hours or some shit like that. Like you can work 4 hours, go home or go rest for 2, and then come back and work another 4 hours and do that repeatedly or some shit like that. I'm just pulling that one out of my ass. I'm just assuming. But I know for a fact that you're only allowed to work 16 hours straight. And if you work with a plant for the union, you can only work I think 16 days in a row before you have to take time off.
Damn.
For contractors, it's not the same, at least for the company that I work for. But there's a good chance that I'm not going to be working here anymore for very much longer.
What's that?
We're losing the contract.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it seems like it anyway. It was looking like definite we were getting out of here. And then the like big bosses took it over, like the bosses of the bosses. The people who basically own the name of the plant. not the ones who just work it. These people have nothing to do with it other than they manage the money and stuff and the big business decisions.
Mm-hmm.
They took it, and now it's going to be the top dogs with performance and the top dogs with them negotiating contract stuff. And so I'll be here probably until April, I guess.
So what? A bunch of people are just gonna be out of a job.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. They'll with this they usually will whoever comes in and takes over the contract,
Mm-hmm.
they'll offer the people who work here already like an opportunity to roll over. But if it's
Mm-hmm.
but the people who are coming in have way lower pay rates than like if we lose it, then it's pretty much going to one other person, and the pay rates are lower for them. So I'm not working here. I'm just gonna go work down south, find a job with performance down south, or I'll go work with Lee on a ranch and make like $800 a month. That should pay my bills. Cause I want a little bit of like pretty much free time to be able to do whatever I want. Cause there's a lot of shit I gotta get in
Right.
order, and I don't ever have time for it.
Right. I mean, that's fair.
I literally, I live at work and I just come to my house to visit every now and then. That's pretty much how my job is.
And that's how I felt at Dollar General.
Yeah, but Dollar General fucks you, dude. Their scheduling is
Yeah.
wacky.
That's why I left. And I was in a management position and I just got fucked extra hard.
Yeah, because then they'll make you work overtime and they won't pay you for that overtime. You're not allowed to work.
Well, I would work overtime and I would make sure I got paid for that overtime. The thing is, I would have to come in at these absurd hours because because other people want to come in. Because nobody can work, like they'll get a job and then they just won't want to work, which
Yeah.
is super aggravating.
That's what you get with
'Cause-
jobs like that.
Because like I would get my schedule built the way I like it, and then I would have to come in twice in a day or some bullshit.
That's how, cause like my mom, I think you're not supposed to pass 60 hours with Dollar General. It's like a corporate policy or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but
I've gotten 72 hours once.
she went,
Actually, a couple of times I gotten over 70 in a week.
but she would go in, she'd work 60 plus hours, and then they'd be like, set your time back because we can't pay you for those. And she just would.
That's just illegal.
Yeah.
My manager didn't like me because I would fight her bullshit.
Who was your manager?
Some bitch named Haley.
Hmm.
She would like fuck the truck drivers and shit.
Of course she would.
And she's not even that. Here, I'll show you a picture of her. I actually made a meme about her one time because remember that you watch SpongeBob, yeah? Or
Bruh,
you
are you
have watched
kidding me?
SpongeBob?
Are you kidding me?
Do you remember the episode where the only pants they had in the store was round pants?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she looks like. She looks like SpongeBob round pants. Here, I'll show you. Where is that picture? There it is. That's one of the pictures I got. Somebody sent that to me just so I could make the meme. She thinks she's so fucking full of herself, and she sleeps around with 16 and 17-year-olds. It's
Oh,
crazy, and she's
bruh.
21.
She's kind of fat.
Yeah, she's not that attractive.
She's stuffing a lot of that stomach into those pants, bruh.
It's so funny.
She got that motherfucking front butt, bruh.
Oh, I'm a monkey.
Dude, whenever I was young, like super young, like 5 or 6,
Mm-hmm.
me and my sisters and everybody used to have to take baths together,
Oh.
and I didn't know what anything was, so I just thought the girls had 2 butts, like they shit out of 2 different butts. so I would call them front butts. And I think I was way too old before I discovered that it's not actually a butt. It's like it's a pee place and a sex place. It was probably until like whenever I started going through puberty that I was like, oh wait, that's not a butt. I put my pee pee in
Wait a
that.
minute. That's not a butt.
I forget I'm live streaming. I just said that on a live stream. Yeah, I used to take baths with my sisters, bruh. I remember I used
Hey.
to take baths with my mama too.
When the going gets tough.
Dude, stop.
Sometimes the going gets tough, though. It just be like that.
I think I probably had
Sometimes
an unhealthy exposure to sex whenever I was young, like really young, or I didn't know
You
what
just
I
gotta
was doing, but I was like, this is how you express feelings for a female. And I had this stepsister.
Oh,
Yeah, and I would we wouldn't do anything, like we wouldn't get naked or anything like that, but we'd go sleep under the covers, and like pet each other's backs and stuff. We used to go hide in the closet and kiss.
well.
We weren't like.
At least y'all weren't blood related.
Yeah, no, we weren't even half siblings. But then
In some eyes, that's attractive.
And then and then we got a sister. Like my dad had a kid with her mom, and then it was just weird after that. It's like, because now we are connected through blood some way.
Well, yeah, I can't say I've had a similar experience.
No, probably not.
I can't relate, so I don't quite know how to respond. Way to go, champ. That's how I'll respond.
You know what I really want to do?
I don't know.
I want to get like slightly known on social media, like YouTube or something, and then start a podcast.
That'd be pretty dope.
I've always wanted to start a podcast, but I want actual listeners to those, because I feel like I've got so many interesting stories that I could tell, or like funny shit. Because
I have some.
It'd really have to be with people who I grew up around or know really well, because then I could just tell stories about stuff that we've done, or like people I can tell stories to people that know me, and that they'd be like, oh yeah, I could see you doing that. Because that's whenever my funny really comes out, is whenever I'm telling stories about shit that I've done that's stupid. Like whenever I was telling you about getting high the other night.
Right.
Like I can't just pop off with a quick joke and be funny. I'm not witty like that, I guess. Or my coworkers never fail to remind me that I'm just not funny.
Damn, your coworkers.
Yeah, and you know what's really annoying?
They be cooking up on you, bro.
No, look, the one who always says that shit, he's like, remember that thing we talked about, like, of you talking and how you just don't do that? It's like, yeah, this is one of those situations. I was like, okay, dude.
Damn.
And then, but anyway, his only, like, sense of humor is just movie quotes. Like, that's the only way he can make a funny joke, is off of movies. He's like, you know that one part in that movie where they were like, and then they did the and then they did that thing.
That's what this reminds me of.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude, it's not funny. I give him the little that thing.
Give him the shut up, I don't really care snicker.
I'm like, I go, People used to think I was saying what, so they'd repeat themselves, and they'd get really awkward because I have to explain. No, I was expressing humor without laughing, because it wasn't funny enough to make me chuckle. It was just funny enough to where I let a little wind out of my body. And I was acknowledging your joke without actually laughing at it, because it wasn't really that funny. And everybody was like, oh, well, you should just not say anything. I was like, okay.
Yeah, let me just stare at you like I'm retarded so you can make fun of me more.
Dude, I got fucked at work today, like big time, major fucking. I was I was on edge, dude. I went in knowing that they were gonna be fucking me all day, because yesterday they said they
Mhm.
would pretty much. They were like, yeah, tomorrow
Mhm.
you're gonna come to work. You're gonna come to work and we're gonna spread your cheeks open and stick our cocks in it over and over and over again until you just can't
What?
handle it anymore. That's pretty much what they told me. And anyway, I don't know how much experience you have with angle grinders, but I
I
had
know a
a
thing or two.
I had a 7-inch angle grinder. These motherfuckers are like 10 pounds, I swear. And I had to hold it out in front of me, and I had to grind the inside of this header. And this is big ass. I got a video of it. I posted it on my story. I'll send it to you. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. That's just a. That's not the video I was thinking of. Where's she at? There it is. Oh no, that's not it either. Are you serious? I guess I didn't save it. I posted it to my story
Bro,
for sure. Okay, I guess I didn't. I'm
how do
lying.
how do people load up into a competitive match and play the worst fucking match they've ever seen? Like, go play fucking quick play if you're gonna be bad at the game. Shit. Like, at least try to win. Uh,
But
We're all trying to get better. You gotta try to get better too.
anyway,
Fucking
it was me and my
incels.
cousin. We were up there. We were grinding on this thing. We were working on it for 2 fucking hours without
Giggity.
stopping.
Uh
And it's cold as shit.
huh.
And so
Shit's kind of warm, but okay.
no, it's cold today, dude. Don't argue with me. It was like fucking 35 degrees today where I'm at.
Damn.
But
It's been cold around here too. 40s, but that's kind of cold.
yeah. But I was up in there. We were grinding. But yesterday, okay, I gotta preface this a little bit. Yesterday, me and Gage were up there while the other two coworkers that I have were in there working. They had to like cut some shit out and take some stuff down, so we could
Mm-hmm.
start cleaning it up and getting it prepped to be to replace the internals of it. And
Mm-hmm.
but me and Gage were up there. We were on hand in case they needed anything, so they didn't have to crawl out from underneath it and
Mm-hmm.
do shit themselves. So just make it easier and to where they don't have to do. Because I don't. I mean, it kind of gets hard. You're basically doing push-ups all day, crawling out from underneath that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we were being considerate of that. And we went to go take a break yesterday, and they pulled us from our break to go. We get a 15-minute break at 9 o'clock every day. It's like we get
That's
two.
it.
Yeah, we get two. We get two breaks. We get 9 o'clock for 15 minutes, and then we get lunch break at 11 for 45. And
Okay.
we were taking our 15 minute. After 10 minutes, they called us over there, so they cut it. They cut our break off 5 minutes. To the one of the dudes was standing on the little balcony on the top of the stairs, looking at what he needed. He could have went down and got it, and it would have taken less time for him to do that than to call us over there to come get it. But he was just so lazy, he didn't want to go down the stairs. That's the same one whose jokes only come from movies, and
Okay.
he's a lazy bastard. But my boss thinks that he's just the hardest worker in the world. And anyway, so today, me and my cousin were doing work, and we were actually doing hard shit. They weren't doing shit yesterday. They weren't really doing anything hard. The worst part about what
Mm-hmm.
they were doing was having to crawl out from underneath that thing every single time they had to like leave to go take a break or go to lunch or something.
Mm-hmm.
and me and Gage were actually under there doing hard work, and these motherfuckers, it's freezing cold outside, and they're in a truck with a heater. They're like, if y'all need anything, we're gonna be in the truck. And then we actually needed something because our fucking power kept on going out while we were grinding on it. 3 times it went out. Something that should have only taken like maybe an hour and a half wound up taking 2 hours because we had to keep on crawling out from underneath there and fixing our power. And they and I went to go look for them to get them to help us, and they were fucking nowhere to be seen. And I have a grinder in my hand, big ass grinder, and I'm grinding on it, and I can hear shit in it like starting to catch, like a gear in it starting to catch, and then it explodes. Like there's a little button that you press to lock it in place so you can take the grinding disc off. Well, that button just blew off of it to where it doesn't lock, so I can't take the blade off, the disc off of it anymore. And so I walked down the stairs to go get a new grinder. My foreman comes out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "I gotta go get a new grinder. This one exploded." He's like, "You need to be up there fire watching," screaming at me, dude. Just went off for no reason. So I started screaming back. I was like, "Hey, motherfucker, look, I'm up there working. If you want somebody to fire watch, why don't you get the 2 motherfuckers who've been sitting on their ass all fucking day?" And he's still screaming. I was like, "Go get the motherfuckers who've been sitting on their fucking nuts. Get them up here to fire watch. I'm not fire watching. I'm working." And dude, it was getting to the point to where I was like, one of them come up there, because both of those guys were being smug as fuck because they knew what they had done. They knew that they had just fucked the shit out of us, and they were getting away with it. And like, we're fucking busting our balls today, dude, and they're just sitting up at the shop, just fucking eating and shit, just laid out, acting like they've been bowed up all morning. And they were just being sorry as fuck, but they'd come around, they'd have these smirks on. It was to the point where I was like looking for a tool that I could just sling upside one of their heads, dude.
Aren't these like grown ass men too? That's crazy.
They're grown men. But I realized something very quickly whenever I got out of high school. You think all that shit goes away whenever you become an adult? Especially working in an environment like that? No, it doesn't. It's worse. They're just fucking... It's just I work with a bunch of women who have dicks. Small ones, but dicks. Just the same.
Well, the clit is basically a dick, so... don't respond to that. It wasn't that funny. The no response is justified. No fucking way I got sniped.
But yeah, they pissed me off severely, and it was to the point where I was like shaking in anger. And then I grabbed my dip can out of my
I'm so angry.
I grabbed my dip can in my pocket, fucking grabbed half of the fucking snuff in that can and put it in my mouth, and I was toasty. I was fine after that. I was like, God damn, I guess I actually needed that. And I told my dad about it. He goes, "Welcome to the world of nicotine addiction, son." I was like, fuck, I am addicted to it, aren't I?
Yes, sir.
But no, I thought I was going to have to kill somebody today. Whether it be my foreman or those 2 lazy pieces of shit. And then I talked to my foreman, and he got in their ass. I talked to him about what was going on. He goes, "I wasn't getting in your ass earlier. I'm trying to keep you from getting fired because you need a fire watch doing shit like that." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. But it's not you. It's those 2 fucking pieces of shit sitting in the office right now." And he goes, I tried to tell them, but they went and told my boss on me.
What?
Yeah.
What is there to tell on him for if they're... That's stupid.
I don't know. One of them is like the biggest dick. Like he just loves to just smooch on the boss's cock. Just loves to just stick that thing all the way down his throat. He has no fucking gag reflex at all, neither. He just fucking slurps that shit up all day, every day. He's the biggest fucking dick-sucking motherfucker I've ever met in my life.
Damn, I could not win any games right now. So aggravating.
He
All
just
my teammates are ass.
he acts like he's the greatest hand alive. Like just can do whatever he needs to, and he's just so good at it. He's so fast. He's great, and this motherfucker's slow in the head. Just a stupid piece of shit. Like, yeah, granted he knows his job, but that I mean he acts like he's the only motherfucker out there who knows what to do what he does or how to do what he does. But no, if I was just if I went like 20 more minutes without putting that dip in, dude, I was going to hurt somebody. They might have hurt me a whole hell of a lot worse, but I was gonna make sure they knew I was there, dude. I was pissed. I told my dad about it, and he got mad at me for getting mad. He's like, "You knew."
What?
Yeah, and then I told him what was going on. He's like, "Oh well, I can't fault you for that."
I wonder if I can get away with downloading this while I'm playing. See how bad my internet gets. Because the only other games that I have that you have is fucking DVD, but that's only good with more than 2 people.
Yeah, and you can't get Tanner to play worth a shit, and you can't get I've been trying to get
Lee
Lee.
or anybody else.
I've been trying to get Lee for days, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll play." Fucking falls asleep as soon as he gets home.
For Ethan, it makes sense because he's a key holder now, so they're probably working his ass off.
He's gonna drag that job up soon.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I would never work for Dollar General ever. Knowing what I know
Yeah,
with my mom having worked there for so long, because she was an assistant manager looking at getting her own store.
it was kind of my only option because I don't have a way to get to other places.
I understand that.
And I wanted to have money and not be a broke bitch. Cause I hate asking for money. I hate wanting things and having to ask people for them instead of getting them myself. Bro, get the monkey off our ass.
Okay. Probably one of the worst things, dude, for me is making the amount of money I make, but never having any of it left after I pay my bills, or just because I'll blow it all. I'm so bad with money, it is unreal. Because I make a
I'm pretty.
decent living, like way more
Mm-hmm.
than a livable wage. Because I don't have
Right.
any bills really. I have like $800 a month in bills. If I have that covered, then I still, well, with my base pay with no overtime, we'll figure it out. Give me a second. I still have freaking 3 grand a month to just spend.
That's pretty nice, actually.
Dang it, dude! I was gonna buy Call of Duty Black Ops 2, but it's just out of my fucking price range right now.
Black Ops 2, like
Yeah.
the OG one.
Mhm.
Shit. No, 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 no. Fuck. Reinhardt fucked me so hard in the ass, bro. At least take me to dinner after this match. I like to be wined and dined after a good fucking.
I'm trying to get Tanner to show me his breasts. He said take me out to dinner first. I said no, I'll roofie you.
Hey, it's still a win.
It's a love drug, buddy. It ain't rape. I make you love me.
Exactly. I think we're still winning this match a little bit, but I'm not